The wrong number. Sarah had been having an affair for a few months now. It was a whirlwind romance, full of stolen glances and late-night texts. But as the affair progressed, Sarah started to feel guilty. She loved her husband, Mark, and the thought of hurting him was unbearable. One evening, Sarah was texting her lover when she accidentally sent a message to Mark. She had been about to type, "I love you," but instead, she sent, "I love you, too." Mark, who was sitting right next to her, saw the message and looked at her with a quizzical expression. "Who are you texting?" he asked. Sarah's heart skipped a beat. She quickly grabbed her phone and tried to delete the message, but it was too late. Mark had already seen it. It's just a friend," Sarah stammered. Mark raised an eyebrow. "A friend who says, 'I love you, too.'" Sarah's face flushed red. She knew she couldn't lie anymore. "Okay, I'll admit it," she said. "I've been seeing someone else." Mark stared at her for a moment, his face a mixture of shock and disappointment. Then he burst out laughing. "You sent the wrong message to the wrong person?" he asked, shaking his head. Sarah nodded sheepishly. "Well, that's certainly a new one," Mark said, still chuckling. "I guess I'm not the only one who's prone to texting blunders." Sarah sighed with relief. She had expected Mark to be angry, but he seemed to be taking it all in stride. "So, what are you going to do about it?" Mark asked, his tone serious. Sarah looked at him, her eyes filled with remorse. "I don't know," she said. "I love you, Mark. I made a mistake." Mark reached out and took her hand. "I love you too, Sarah," he said. "But I need some time to think about this." Sarah nodded, her heart heavy with guilt. She knew that this wasn't the end of their problems, but she was grateful that Mark was willing to talk about it.